Hey guys, so for my poetry recitation assignment, I decided to do an original piece that my sister came up with in her writer's craft class last year based on the sinking of the ferry's Howard on April 16, 2014. This poem really has a special place in my heart for a couple of reasons. The first is because it was written by my sister. I know that sounds stupid, but as siblings 1 year apart, I thought I knew every side of my sister until I read this poem. It almost felt like I was reading her diary in many ways. Just the voice and power it had was nothing like the sister I knew, and it felt like I got to know my sister better. That on its own made this poem very special. The other reason is because this tragedy occurred in my parents' home country of South Korea and was one of the most devastating shipwrecks in South Korean history. Not only that, but most of the passengers on board the ship were students our age, who thought they were going on a trip to celebrate another successful year in high school. Over 300 of the most innocent lives were lost, all because of the stupid safety precautions that were failed to be met, and a captain that failed to be a leader when the passengers needed him most. The poem is written like a story based on what my sister believed was the heartbreaking perspective of the students. Her choice of diction with the use of end rhymes come together to give the poem a dark and gloomy feeling to it. She puts you in the passenger seat and you really experience every line and find yourself mourning for the lives that were lost in this tragedy. Seowor by Tammy Hwang. Days and nights spent on studies without consent, nurtured in school, taken in as wisdom's fool. Ferry ride off to Jeju's tides, rewarded for another year, glorified suddenly with cold water and fear. Emergency instructions take and lead us towards destruction. Tilting, I'm slipping, holding on to useless thoughts of everything that should've, could've. Slowly immersed in echoing voices, wishing and praying, obeying and staying, letting light in our final choices.